Hey there, Aries. How are you? Welcome to June. Let's see what's cooking. Okay, now then, you guys. I think last month I was sort of talking to you and saying, look, things that are out of your control, sometimes you just got to surrender. It's not easy for you, Mars-powered Aries. Nice thing is, ooh, hello. What we got here? We've got a couple, which came first, unexpected. Things costing money, could be that, guys. Okay, so let me get the others out and we can have a little look at this. Yeah, the Emperor. The Eight of Pentacles. It's going to come right, guys. So if it has been a little bit tricky for you over May, and it has been an interesting month, it's been quite bumpy, and we've had a few issues. But I'm certainly looking at these thinking, yeah, we're going to solve it. So, yeah, anything that's come out left field, well, yeah, certainly Tower energy. It's already struck. The lightning struck, guys. Whoa, and another one. They're alive this evening. And we are moving forward from this point. So, yeah, you know, May has been quite a difficult time for all signs. You know, busy. That's the only word I can use, is really busy. And busy with what will depend on, you know, situations that you were dealing with last month. But this is certainly going to be slightly easier. Wow, nice energy, guys. The Chariots. Yeah, we're with power. We're able to go forward. And the Page of Wands again. Movement. But Page, again, this is talking to me about sort of messages, I think, really, you know. Let's have a little look. Wow. Ooh, Nine of Cups, guys. Let's have a look. The Five of Wands. The Nine of Wands. And the Knight of Cups. So, let me just sort of adjust this, because I always like you to be able to see what I'm working with. A lot of you guys do work with tarot, I know you do. So let's have a little peep and see what's cooking. So star energy. Star energy, this is Aquarius. We've had Pluto in Aquarius. Pluto on the 11th of this month is going to retrograde back into Capricorn and is going to stay there until around 24th of Jan 2024. So he's in there for quite a while. When he makes his final shift in at the end of January 24, he will be in Aquarius until 2043. So wow. And the way I see Pluto within the chart, it's almost like soul consciousness, you know, the soul in man. So yeah, there is a freeing up. You know, Aquarian energy is about liberty, it's about freedoms. And I think that what this is saying to me is, you know, where it may have been a little bit tough, at the end of the day, we are going to be okay. If you've had to part with some money unexpectedly, certainly with the star, it could well be that. But because I'm linking with the Emperor's energy here, it can often talk to me about relationship. But Emperor energy, you know, he embodies all the traits of the kings, all of the courts. So um, he for me is basically saying we're going to get it under control, okay? And Emperor energy for me again, um, I look at this and I'm thinking, could be an older male that we've had around, certainly. But Eight of Pentacles, it does tell me we're going to get things sorted out here. Okay, now Tower energies, as I said, we've already had the surprise. We know about that now. We are now able to, with this sword energy of the six, move forward. Now, as far as the Capricorn and the retrograding back into Capricorn, Saturn, of course, is in Pisces, and it's a very karmic time. We're going through a very karmic time. So we sometimes get to a stage in our lives when we recognize and wake up to the fact that the way that we have been working our lives and everything that we've done up until this point, it's suggesting that there needs to be some change. Okay, so I did say to you last month, let go, surrender to what we cannot control. Um, you don't like that. Aries doesn't like that. Aries likes to drive the car, doesn't like, it's not a good passenger, okay? But we're all passengers in this crazy world, guys. We're just here. We're living it out. Chariot energy, very different. Cancerian, Page of Wands energy, again, quite a fiery energy, of course. But it does talk about more positive messages coming forward. You do bring the wish of your heart after delays, whatever you've been dealing with. And the Nine of Wands, for me, it's almost like, okay, we've been beached, the wreck's happened, that's it. But the Knight of Cups, this is lovely. Knight of Cups energy, guys. Let's have a look. Okay, just bear with me. Yeah, Knight of Cups, the messengers again. But this is a very sort of slow, emotional build-up. So, even though it may have been difficult, we've got this sort of shipwrecked energy here, literally with this image. But what this is saying to me is, we're now able to move forward. We're a lot more emotionally balanced. Knights, again, I've spoken for a long time about these things. These are about action. Knights are always about action. This is an emotional journey, okay, this movement. There is a much, I feel, better foundation for you in June. It's not going to be as hectic as it has been. You've had a few shocks and surprises, some of you guys. But the nice thing is, it's brilliant that what we've got here is Mars moving into Leo, Venus into Leo, okay? So, although Mars is going to be a little later on, Venus is going to make that shift into Leo, okay? And you're going to feel really good. We're going to be looking at ourselves a little bit more, which is a good thing for all of us, all the signs, especially Leo. You are going to be sizzling hot, guys. That's another fire sign, which we're going to get to that one. But yeah, star energy, unexpected costs possibly, situations around the Emperor energies. This is, often talks to me about control. Where we've had to sort of, as I said, we don't want to be a side passenger. We always want to be on the front line, because very military energy, strong, assertive, to a degree a little naive, guys, as well. Although that's very Piscean, sort of pre-birth into this life, if you know what I mean. We come from that Piscean ocean of spirituality. We're reborn into the physical body, Mars, and then we learn to become self-sufficient, Taurus. We learn to think and learn more and communicate better. Third house into fourth house, we build our homes. Lots of things. We can talk all night about the astrology, but at the end of the day, what this is saying to me is we've got good balances coming forward. Ten of Pentacle energy is if you have had to pay out or you have paid with an emotional connection, okay, the Emperor, then you are going to be in a much better position for June. So financially, it's almost like we're building back what we've lost. If that's an emotional connection, again, it's the same issue. We're building back what we've lost, Aries. The Tower, It's already happened, could still well be ongoing, but what I've got is a much, much chilled out sensation here. It's much more chilled out, in a much better place. You do ultimately achieve the goal with this Nine of Cups. You do bring the wish of your heart. The Five of Wands, always, I always say fives are very pivotal energies within the tarot. It's not ace, it's not 10, it's in the middle. And the Five of Wands energy again. If we're going to talk about work and physicalness, you guys are so on it. But yeah, maybe this is a time to ease up. And this Nine of Swords, you know, maybe it's saying, hey, we need to ease up now, you know. Let's not go against our intuition, right? Because that could be quite difficult for us. But I am also really smiling at this Knight of Cups, guys, the last card in the Mythic deck. I'm going to shuffle a couple of Aquarius cards here as well, the Aquarian deck. I love this deck. But yeah, it may well be that we are emotionally now moving forward, we're growing in strength. You know, Plutonian energy is about power as well. So you're taking back that power. So whatever it is that sapped your strength and your power in May, it's gone. We're moving forward. We're acknowledging that it just didn't work. So even if this Emperor energy is in fact a personality for you and it's to do with the passions, certainly I feel that we are walking away from any sort of emotional upset or concern. So it's not just about the money. Let's have a look. First one out here. Beautiful. Super. Ten of Cups. So we've got the 9 here as well on the cards. So we're just moving forward now. And let's see what the other... Whoa. Yeah. Queen of Pentacle. Great. So again, strong, grounded, knowledgeable, honest, all of these things, all right? So finding that road again, finding your feet again, Aries. So whatever's been going on, if you've had the wool pulled from under you, you know, bang, the rug, should I say, or the wool pulled over your eyes, then at the end of the day, as you're moving into June, the energy is definitely easing up for you. So I'm feeling for you, Aries, June's going to be a much, much, much more chilled out, solid. So your foundations are not going to be feeling a little, you know, unsteady. Much, much more solid for you as you're moving forward. But I'm telling you, you're not taking any prisoners this month. So no more. We're going to say it as it is. Do what we need to do to ultimately step back into our own power, okay? And if it means that you've had to take a little time off, Aries, you just want that little, you know, that need for a little bit of detachment, which certainly I think the Pluto in Aquarius has allowed us to do a little bit. You know, many have been loud, many have been voicing their opinions, but, you know, Aquarius can be a difficult energy. You know, it can be very chaotic. It can be quite extreme. But it is about liberation. It is about a degree of separation on one level. But I think it's more to do with transformation. So, yeah, a change in the thinking. Recognizing a higher, more inspired way of going about life, I think. So even though it has been difficult in May for all of us, but you particularly, guys, I do feel that as you're moving into June, it's a lot more chilled out. You're feeling a lot more in control emotionally. So if something has shook you with Tower, you know, has given you a little bit of a shake. And I would say that the key card here is the first one that came out, which is Star. So for me, Yeah, it's going to be an interesting June, but it's going to be much more chilled out. You're going to feel more in control. So if you've had like 6 things that you needed to do, um, maybe you've only completed 3 or 4, but you can approach the 2 remaining issues quietly, peacefully, and certainly in a stronger mindset and certainly stronger physically as well. So, star energy, if there's been any accidents, for instance, with the tower. But looking at this Nine of Cups, I want to say whatever needed to be done, whatever came up out of the blue left field that needed your attention, Emperor, we are now in a position where we've experienced it, we can go forward. Been given the power of the Chariot and the Six of Swords. We can get by with a little help from our friends. No more sleepless nights, or not so many, and we are able to move forward. So that's pretty much it. I'll see you next month, Aries. Got a little surprise for you guys. Got a nice little intro going on. I will be talking an awful lot about the astrology before I get into each sign. And guys, if you are happy with June, can you please share? Please remember to click like, because it makes such a difference to the algorithm, and my channel is growing, and I've got quite a lot of clients that are coming in from the US, which is great, because you've been sharing. So I don't know how it works, I'm not geared like the computer. I don't understand it. I'm not a techie, but at the end of the day, it is working. So please, can you remember to do that? Okay, I'll catch you soon, guys. Take care. God bless. Bye now.